I'm Parks Reese, and we're at the Parks Reese Gallery on Main Street in Livingston, Montana. It's where I show my work, my paintings, my lithographs, and my drawings. My art education began at the age of 3 with my mother and Ruth Faison Shaw, who was the woman who invented finger paint. That instilled a love in me for art and painting and color and design. And then I went on to go to East Carolina University and study art, which was a very nice art school. Went on to San Francisco Art Institute, which I graduated from with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in printmaking. And I have been doing art ever since, which has essentially been my whole life. Here we have some of the beginnings of my paintings, which start off as very nebulous, stream of consciousness, colors and shapes. And from that, I go with my brush and do traditional brushwork and turn it into something like this. I don't particularly fit into any specific category of art, although I am called a modern mythological surrealist. Not that I particularly know what that means, but it has stuck. So what I do is poke a little bit of fun at culture, poke a little bit of fun at the natural and wild world with some knowledge. I am a hunter and a fisherman. Predominantly what I eat is what I catch. And so I use that as an impetus to do my, to feed my art spirit. And I make things a little bit funny, a little bit poignant, and hopefully delve into the different, what's beneath the tip of the iceberg. And essentially, I've invented my own style, which is my way of painting starts with a relief printing process, meaning that on a flat surface of glass or marble, I lay paint down and I place a piece of paper on that, piece of rag paper, painting paper, lift it up, and then look and see what kind of free art that I just got. And then I do that repeated times, and sometimes I keep these things for 30 years or more. This is 30 years old, and every year or two I pull it out, do the relief printing process again, and eventually say, oh, I'm going to paint High Times at the Livingston Roundup. So I look in there and I go, which piece of paper, which painting looks like mountains, looks like sky, whatever. Then I pick up a traditional brush and paint, and then I begin painting as a traditional painter would. We're standing now in the Parks Reese Gallery, my gallery, on Main Street in Livingston, Montana. All the work around here is my work, which I've been representing since 1970s. I have reproductions of original paintings. I have original lithographs and original ink and pencil drawings. And this is in a 1904 building with the original ceilings, original floors. It's a historical monument, and I hope that I add a little bit to it with my artwork. Livingston, Montana, and Montana in general, is the home of blue ribbon trout fishing. Some of the best fishing in the entire world. And people come here from all over the world to fish. I like to fish. My son and my whole family likes to fish. So therefore, I paint fish a lot. And I love the colors on fish. If you hold a fish in your hand and turn it just slightly and let the sun reflect, it will produce every color in the spectrum, literally. And I love that because I love color. And so I paint many, many, many fish, and I catch less fish than I paint, but I try. I'm Parks Reese. Thanks for visiting with me today, and thanks for coming to Livingston, Montana.